Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. That thing I said I'd never do, I did it. Some things just feel wrong, and this is the kind of wrong that doesn't wash down the drain in a hot shower. Und what we have here is das Teardown. So we're going to pretend that I haven't had the wherewithal my entire life to take 3 hours and learn a skill, which is to sharpen my own drill bits. Now it says here it'll do carbide. Interesting. Cobalt, high-speed masonry, blah blah blah, split point. Okay, so the two on the end, that's interesting to me. The carbide and the split point. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape here. It's got a 6-foot power cord. Easy alignment system. It's got tool grade plastic. Incredible. Wow, that's powerful. 15,000 RPM motor. Well, I look back in my grade 6 science textbook, and last I checked, RPMs are not a measure of horsepower. Awesome. Comes with its own bloatware. Let's see if there's a CD-ROM drive in this thing. Well, according to the list of lies on the case, this is tool grade plastic. And that is complete BS because there's no markings on here. And I thought that if it was listed, it had to have the recycling mark on there to tell you what type of material this is. But it's clearly just cheap ABS. And this is the tool, outside tool holder collet squeezer, and it's ABS as well, but it's glass fiber reinforced ABS. However, there's no markings on this, so I call bullshit on that. What does tool grade plastic actually mean? Marketing wank. And we got the old Heiko set to 300, just chilling her off here. On horror of horrors, my cheap sponge. There we go, we got her at 311. Doesn't quite touch it. We'll bring it up to 350, and yeah, melt right through. So that's crappy plastic. And yes, the breakdown temperature is actually lower than the melting temperature, but I'm not going to have it sit in an oven for 200 days and you know, test it out that way at the breakdown temperature. But there's just no pleasing some guys, so thanks for pointing that out. This is a 2-pole brushed DC motor. Well, it's AC. It says AC. But we have here a rectifier, which is interesting. This is just a little 8-amp rectifier. There's no filtering, nothing like that, so this is going to be noisy as an old ham radio. Now, if this is a brushed motor, brushed AC motor, it's ACD. It's a universal motor, so it'll run on DC as well. Why do you want a rectifier in there? Well, I had to think about this because you always want this turning in the same direction. And if you plug this in to a house that was wired by Uncle Granddad, you might possibly get the hot and neutral mixed up, and then it would rotate the wrong direction, possibly, or something like that. So that's why they got the rectifier in there, because you wouldn't want this little gadget to run reverse and dull the blade instead of sharpening it. Here we have the motor mounting and some sort of jig. This is cast zinc, which is excellent because that provides cathodic or anodic, I can't remember, somebody will tell me, protection for that cheap ABS plastic. It'll never rust. I'm surprised they don't sell that zinc as a proprietary blend of 11 herbs and spices. And now, just for the sapristi and the goddamn, on va checker la véritacité du horsepower à 1500 000 RPM. Ça doit aller en tabarnak. And I can hear you guys asking, what is that electronical meat hook abortion? Well, this, my friends, is a cos theta meter, a power factor meter, and power meter, and all sorts of stuff. And chillax, Mom, I know it's a disaster, but it's only 120 volts. As an aside, however, this is a CT, a current transformer, and one must never, ever disconnect the leads when this is energized. Bad things happen. Okay, we got her energized and no smoke. I don't know what's going to happen with this. Probably, yeah. I refuse to comment. Suffice it to say, occasionally my idiocy knows no bounds. In my defense, we all have our vices. The no good lying dirty cheats gypped us right out of 300 RPMs. That's no load, mind you, or very little load. And as you can see, our HPHT is rapidly expanding, going to abort. Oh wait, let's have a look here. No load. 0.28 amps, VA of 28. Oh no, that's watts. Sorry, VA of, that's apparent power of 33 VA. 24 watts of pure power. And a power factor of 80. Not too bad, better than I thought. 24 watts. Fucking joke. Now that, my friend, should be on the brag sheet. Low energy consumption. Of course, that was the device under test at no load. Well, I got myself here a crappy drill bit, cheese grade. Pretty sure it's designed for drilling Parmesan. Huh. Actually, surprisingly torquey. What do you know? Crazy. We'll just go straight to power factor. As it loads up. Oh, that's interesting. What is up with that? Right, Eli the Iceman. So a power factor of unity means that the current and voltage are exactly in phase, which of course is impossible. So there might be a slight failure to chooch on the side of the instrumentation there. So I'm going to do a little trick. See, it might be because the amperage is so low, it's not calibrated for that. I'm going to use a little trick with the CT in order to get that amperage up, and we'll have to do some long division in our head. Go ahead and shut the video off now. It's going to get boring. A lot of instruments are no good on the low end. Transducers, physical pressure gauges, they don't, torque wrenches, they don't measure on the low end. So hopefully that's what's going on here. All we're going to do is we're going to fool this CT into thinking it's seeing more current. And the way we do that is by giving it more magnetic flux. And the way we do that is instead of having one wire through, we wrap it in a few times. So now we've got 3 wires through the middle. That means it should show 3 times the amperage. Now we'll go 4. Bob's your auntie. That's better. Aha! Stupid like a fox. That's a lot better. Look at that. And it's not jumping around nearly as much. So power factor of 86 under no load. '93, '94 under load. And I'm surprised I cannot get this thing to stall. Amazing. Let's have a second look at the that's cos theta. There we go, at the watts. That's of course divide that by 4. Now pulling nearly 250 watts at just about torque stall. So we'll let that run for a little bit, cool off, let the cooling air do its job, and we'll get her back together and test it on an actual drill bit. That's right, an actual drill bit. Well, we're waiting thumb and bum for this thing to cool down. I figured we'd check the diode bridge there, the rectifier bridge. Where are you? Yeah, I can't even see it. Cool as a cucumber. I would have thought that would be a weak point, but apparently not. Right, back together. My opinion has actually softened a little bit. At first I thought this was a total hunk of junk. It is built down to a price, but it's built down to a price perfectly. It's crappy in all the right areas and just skookum enough in some other areas to make me think that it might actually be a useful tool. Now the thing is, for the price of this, you can buy 2 or 3 tiny little bench grinders that will do the job and last you and probably work faster. But we don't know until we test. Now the thing is, I have never used this. I don't know how to use it. And you know, I ain't the sharpest bowling ball in the shed. I never said I was. But This ain't my first rodeo, you have to call it here. It goes in somehow, there's a mark there. Well, I can see that's already a pain right in the old cunning linguals. Ah, fuck! The damn thing jumped right out at me, look at that. I gotta cut my nails. I gotta read the fucking manual. Ah, man. Okay, in smart bit, chuck and tighten. Bit needs to move in and out until step 4. Press alignment button. That was the thing that bit me. Son of a diddly. Ah, fuck! Once bitten, twice. Fool me twice, shame on something something. It will be easier to sharpen bits standing up. Only light pressure. Chuck guide into port. Okay, well, maybe should be able to find it, even though it's got no hair around it. Let's see. All right, awesomer as frig. That is gonna cut like a hot damn. Look at that, amazing. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ah, fuck. Whatever. If you're into plastic crappy gadgets and you want to learn a useless skill, that is setting this friggin' stupid thing up, and then, yeah, garbage. I am 10 minutes in, and that's about as far as I got. And that's about all this cat can take. Furthermore, anyone in the grinding business will tell you that you use cubic boron nitride on high-speed steel, not diamond. You use diamond on carbide. Reason being, diamond is carbon, and at the interface it gets hot, and carbon dissolves in steel, so you don't get any life out of it. Now, they're wily buggers, because that's a consumable. Once they get you to buy this, you gotta buy these things for 30 bucks each. Pretty wily buggers. They ain't, you know, they ain't dumb. You can go ahead and get yourself a drill doctor for 200 bucks. Easily and inexpensively sharpen all of your drill bits up to 1/2 inch. Or you can wait till these nice big offshore grinding machines go on sale for 80 bucks. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep your dick in a vice. Woohoo! Bonus nachos. Bloatware.